What's up, everyone? Fugly here, and back with another video, finally about, well, who won E3? Well, for E3 2015, it's not over. It's technically the second day of it. I'm not including Sunday. But the big three got done with their press conferences, Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo. And, I wanted to make a video about who I thought deserves the win of E3. Now, I'm going to give the most generic answer right now, which is the gamers one, of course. But later on, I'll give you the answer that you actually want. But overall, there was a lot of great games shown off. Most notably, Fallout 4, Doom. I know I'm focusing a lot on the Bethesda presentation, but those two games just blew me away. We got Uncharted 4 footage, we got Halo 5 footage, we got Star Fox footage. It was a pretty good, decent offering this year, but years past, it was a little lackluster on the big three's part. Now, and Ubisoft and EA. So it was so nice seeing Bethesda come out and just totally sweeping in this. However, I'm not going to include Bethesda, Ubisoft, EA, and the PC conference that's happening, or the Square Enix one, because I wanted to focus on E3 for the major three companies for this video. So, but if I had to pick one as of right now, it would be Bethesda. In terms of the third-party developers, Bethesda had a great conference. I really enjoyed it. Welcome to E3, Bethesda. I hope to see more conferences from you. So, moving forward, I'm just going to give them, the three major companies, a rating in the order that they appeared. So, starting with Microsoft, we got Halo 5 footage right off the bat. They had Todd Howard come out on stage, show off Fallout 4, which everyone was hyping about. Fallout 4 is probably like the #1 most trending game right now. I'm super excited for it. They announced this Rare collection, which was really sweet, and Rare is making an open world adventure that has online multiplayer and is exclusive to the Xbox One. That just blew me away. That looks incredible. I can't wait to play it. And on top of the Rare collection. But their biggest announcement, or two biggest announcements, was #1, backwards compatibility, which they didn't have to do that. They're not going to make a whole lot of money off of this, but yet they did. And kudos to you. Man, Phil Spencer is just the complete opposite of the previous guy. I can't remember his name. He went off to Zynga now. Anyways, just thanks a lot, Phil. You really have turned the fortunes of Microsoft's Xbox brand around. Very good job. And they also showed off Oculus Rift and how Oculus Rift is now a partner with Microsoft Studios, and they'll be releasing Oculus Rifts with controllers for the Xbox One. And they showed off a tech demo, and it was sweet. Like, I actually thought it was better than Sony's Project Morpheus, and I know a lot of Sony fanboys disagree with that, but at the end of the day, I've actually tried out Oculus Rift. I've tried it out at my former school, and it was running on like this 90s graphics level flight simulator, but it was really cool, and can't wait to see what they can do with it. Like, Oculus Rift really does take you from this reality and put you in another one. It's legitimate. So overall, I give Microsoft an A-. They knocked it out of the park. This is one of their better offerings that I've seen. They didn't focus too much on me. They had EA come out a little bit and talk about their things, which I was a little like, yeah. But overall, they just focused on the games, which is something that they've always needed to do, like the last couple of years, or not last year, but years before that even. They just were so media focused that it really, was boring to watch Microsoft. But no, it was really great this year. Really entertaining. So A-. The only complaints I would have about it is it was a little too first-person shooter heavy. Although, Retrocore or Vector Core, the game that Kaiji Inafune and X Retro Studios game developers people behind Metroid Prime working together. That looks really amazing. Can't wait to check that out. So, A-. Now, on to Sony. Sony, now I know all the fanboys are saying that Sony won this one. But let's get into what really happened. So let's focus on the main ones. Final Fantasy VII, Shenmue 3, Uncharted 4, and Horizon. Now, let's really look at this. Final Fantasy VII, it's not coming out in 2015. And it's not exclusive. It's just coming out on PS4 first. That doesn't mean it's an exclusive. Shenmue 3, it's a Kickstarter project, and yes, it's coming to PS4, but it's also on PC. So once again, not exclusive. Uncharted 4, not coming out in 2015. There's like no first-party offerings from Sony that are coming out in 2015. They were relying solely on third-party for 2015, which you can get on the Xbox One. So Sony really lost an opportunity there. However, the new IP, Horizon, does look very good. But what Sony did that really boosted their score, in my opinion, is they showed off The Last Guardian, and so many people thought that project was dead, and then they opened with it. That's brilliant. So Sony did great on that. They showed off a little bit of Project Morpheus. I was right in my prediction that Guerrilla Games is making a new IP, but I did not predict that it was for Project Morpheus, which it is, and it's like this 3-on-3 esports shooter. It's alright, I guess. Not really something that... It feels like a tech demo right now, so I want to see what they can do more with Project Morpheus. Like right now I'm leaning more towards Oculus Rift than I am Project Morpheus. But I'm really excited about the possibilities of what virtual reality can bring to gaming. It's going to be really cool. So overall, I'll give Sony a B+. I wasn't too thrilled with Sony just because they didn't have that many exclusives, and there weren't a whole lot of exclusives coming out in 2015. And I know people are like, hey, they are bringing us Final Fantasy VII, they're bringing us Shenmue 3, we've been asking that for a long time, and Last Guardian. That's right, they did listen to the fans, they knew exactly what we wanted. They brought out 3 games that I thought we would never see, and they put them all in one conference. That was amazing, but it's not exclusive to their system, and it's not coming out anytime soon. Plus, Tetsuya Nomura is working on the Final Fantasy VII Remake, as well as Kingdom Hearts 3, as well as Final Fantasy 15. So expect all those games to come out down the road, and they're probably going to be really long projects. So yeah, Sony, B+, though, because it was entertaining. They didn't focus too much on the media either, like I thought they would, but they didn't. They focused on the games, and they kept it interesting. Now, Nintendo. Oh, man. Oh, what a ball that was dropped. Oh my gosh. I like the Star Fox footage, however, why does it not have online multiplayer? You have Platinum Games co-developing with you. Put online multiplayer in. There is no excuse why Star Fox Zero should not have online multiplayer. No excuse. I don't even want to talk about it, but I'm going to. It was awful. I'm just going to get into their score now, and people are going to hate me for the score that I give it, but overall, because I'm looking at this whole week, the plans of the week, I should say, and judging upon that, I'm giving Nintendo a B-. The digital event itself, I'm giving a C- or a D, but overall, because Nintendo came out swinging Sunday, they released Super Smash Bros. DLC, which was amazing. We got Roy, Ryu, and Lucas. And they released the first Mother game as Earthbound Beginnings on Wii U's Virtual Console, which was totally unexpected. I was like, oh man, they're coming out swinging, they're doing it right, and then they completely dropped the ball at their own direct. I like their 3DS offerings. It's a good time to be a 3DS owner with Next Level Games, Metroid Project, and the #1 game I want on my 3DS, which is this crossover of Mario & Luigi and Paper Mario called Mario & Luigi Paper Jam. It looks incredible. I'm going to play the heck out of that game. But overall, it was a terrible, boring direct. They completely missed the opportunity. They come in last place this year's E3. Like, they dominated last year. They got an A last year. They won last year's E3, but this one they sucked. I'm sorry, Nintendo. Highest I can give you is a B-. That's solely for what you did Sunday with Nintendo World Championships, and for your releasing the Nindies, so you can preview indie titles right now, and this stuff at Best Buy. I'm sorry, but Microsoft won, guys. Please leave your thoughts, comments below, and congratulations, Microsoft.